Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. We are at week 3 of the N.E.W.T. We have 2 more weeks after this. Today is actually Thursday, August 15th. For the week, I have been reading, I'm still reading Violet. I actually started this last week. And I'm also reading The Drawing of the Three by Stephen King. I'm actually listening to this on audiobook. I was just sitting there listening to it right now. I am currently 188 pages in to The Drawing of the Three. I don't know how I feel about this yet. Every time that I feel like I have a hold on what's going on in the book, I get lost again. Like we just started the Lady of Shadows part of the book, and I feel like I'm in a completely different book. I don't know what's going on this chapter or this part. It's the Lady of the Shadows, but when you start in chapter 1 of that part, it's Detta and Odetta, and I'm lost. I don't know what's going on here. I find these books to be so confusing. This is only book 2 of the Dark Tower, but I felt the same way with the Gunslinger. And the Gunslinger wasn't even this confusing. It was a little bit more, but I just feel like every time I get a grip or a hold or an understanding of what's going on in the book, it totally changes, and I'm left like, what's going on? I'm confused. I don't know. And then I am currently in the middle of Violet as well. I am by page 139. So let me tell you what happened with this book. I am absolutely adoring this book. But when I started reading Violet, it was right towards the end of a 24-hour readathon. I had just finished, I think it was either The Storm Crow or A Single Light. I had just finished one of those books. It was 24-hour readathon. It was a magical all-nighter readathon for the N.E.W.T. And I had done nothing but read. And so when I picked this book up, I actually read about 80 pages. And that the last time I spoke to you guys, I was 79 pages into this book. And I could not bring myself to pick it back up. I was interested while I was reading, but I was having a hard time picking it up. And I don't know if it was because I had just done the all-nighter and I was done reading. Like I read the 79 pages of this like right at the end of the all-nighter. It's Sunday, because it was Friday and Saturday. Sunday, I was like, I am done reading. I actually sat in front of the TV with my husband and we watched TV all day long. And so I didn't read. Now I'm like, I'm either slumping because I just did 24 hours of nonstop reading, or I'm slumping because this book is slow. So this is very slow paced at the beginning. I couldn't tell you what the hell this is about other than the Gunslinger. That's the only character I know here. And there's doors that go to other times and places. And there are like lobster thingies or lobstrosities. That's all I know about this. That's why I didn't talk about this. But this, on the other hand, in this book, we follow Chris and Sadie. Chris is the mom, Sadie is a daughter. I think Sadie is like about 6 to 8 years old. They have just lost the man in their lives. Chris has lost her husband. Sadie has lost her father. And they're just going through this tragic time. Chris has only known loss and grief in her life. She's lost her mom. She's lost her dad. Now she's lost her husband. And she decides to pack up her bags and go with her daughter to this summer home where she and her family used to go to all the time. Her dad actually bought this summer home when she was really young, and they used to go there every summer, and she just remembers having so much fun and so much love in this summer home. And so she feels like the home is calling to her, and she decides to pack up her things and her daughter and just go for the summer to this house and sort of like catch a breather and get away from this heartache that they're going through. But when they get there, the house is just like basically in shambles. Like it's been abandoned. It's like dirty. It's just upside down. And she's like, she just decides to make the best of it, and her daughter they start cleaning up, fixing things, and they're just looking to get away and just have a breather. And so the daughter, ever since her dad's death, she's been really sad. She's sort of like locked herself inside, and she doesn't want to eat. She hasn't laughed. She hasn't smiled. She's barely spoken to her mom. So little by little, her mom is trying to get her back. They'll go out on the little boat. They'll go exploring in the woods. Sadie has helped Chris clean the house, and she's found like this boombox with like old cassette tapes, and they're playing it with like old songs that Chris's mom used to listen to. And so they're going through all this stuff. But in the midst of all of this going on, there are creepy things happening. Like Sadie is hearing like whispers. Chris is seeing things and just remembering things. Like, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about these instances that are happening in their book. They're not a lot, but they're there. And the way that he's written these little creepy parts of the book is just, it's literally giving me chills. Not many books do that to me. Like, I find parts that are creepy in books and that, like, you know, they're creepy, but okay, that's it. And I skim through it and next. They don't never, but this is literally giving me chills. There's actually a part here. There's a part that I tabbed. I usually don't tab arcs just because usually you're not supposed to quote off of arcs because sometimes those quotes might not make it to the actual book. So they ask you not to quote for them. But there's this part here where Sadie tells her mom, oh my gosh, what is that? Now, mind you, these houses around this lake are like really like spaced off, and she's looking across the lake, and the lake is huge, and she's looking across the lake, and she's like, oh my gosh, mom, what is that? She says, this is a little girl. And the mom looks and she's like, I don't see anything. And she's like, there's a person. She's looking at us. And finally, like, she can, because it's like the evening time, and she finally is able to focus her eyes, and she does see this lady, and she's looking at them. She's like, I don't think she's looking at us. It's like really far away. It looks like she's looking at us, but she's internally, she's verbalizing internally how she feels like this lady is looking at them. But she doesn't want to tell Sadie anything. Sadie's a little girl. She's trying to brush it off, and she's like, no, mom, like, I feel like she's looking at us. And so it says here, a chill ran through Chris. I promise you that as I'm reading that, I'm getting the chills, and I'm like, I could like envision Chris getting the chills because I was getting them at the same time. So yeah, really enjoying this one. I'm really enjoying it. Here we go again with the really. I'm hoping to finish these 2 books and get through another one before Sunday gets here. Is it gonna happen? Probably not. Again, probably not. Story of my life. So that is my intro. That's what's going on this week. That's what's been happening. It's Thursday, and I should have told you. This is the book that I finished. But no. Hey guys, so I'm sitting here in my kitchen because I'm charging my phone, and but I just wanted to come on here. It's like 8:30 at night. I just finished the drawing of the 3. I don't have the book with me because it's over there in my room, but I just finished it. I was listening to the audiobook, obviously, and you know, I was confused for the majority of the book, but it wrapped up nicely. And I will say that I did enjoy this one more than the gunsling. I really did like this one. I loved the character in the book, and it was like listening to the audiobook. This guy, I forgot his name right now, but the way that he does the voices to the lobstrosities and like the noises, the questions that they do, and just the voices of Odetta and Detta was so amazing. The way he reads it and listening to it at 1.75 speed is so funny when he's doing those voices. But I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to towards the end. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I was so amazed to go on Goodreads to put my rating in. Everybody has given this book 5 stars. It has like the majority 5 stars, and I'm just like, wow, like that's pretty awesome. I mean, there were a few 4 stars. Mine is sitting at 4 stars on there because obviously you can't give it like point stars, but I don't know, like I feel like messaging everybody or like asking everybody what it is that they like, because the majority of the people don't really write out a review for it. But yeah, so done with that. Now I'm going to continue with Violet, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can start a new book tomorrow. I doubt that I'm going to finish Violet tonight. So hopefully maybe I can start a new book by Saturday, because I'm overwhelming myself reading like 2 books at a time. But I had to read The Drawing of the Three because I had the audiobook, and I didn't want to wait too much time because I think they only loan it out to me for 20 days. And I think I was like at day 12 or something. So I had to like listen to it. And that's why I was doing the 2 books at one time. But I already returned that. And yeah, I'm going to finish Violet, or I'm going to continue reading Violet now. And hopefully I can finish it by tomorrow and start a new book by Saturday. I already said that. Miss Repetitive over here. So yeah, that's it, you guys. That's my little update for right now. Hey guys, so it's currently Saturday and I think it's around like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. And I am so sleepy. I can't even think right now, to be completely honest, of how sleepy I am. But I am still reading this book and I'm so conflicted. And I was actually on the couch reading it, and then I stopped for a little bit to play a little bit of my game. And before picking it back up, I wanted to come and update you because I am so conflicted. I am 302 pages of the way through. This book is about 430 pages long. And while I am loving the story, I am loving, like, it's really hard for a book to give me chills, but I have actual chills with this book. It's creepy. The creepy factor is there, which usually doesn't happen to me with books, so I'm so enjoying that part. But this book is so slow, so slow. It is overpacked with details, and I get it. I see what he's going for, or what he was going for. It's a slow-paced, character-driven book. It's what it is, but it's just too much, like too much. So I want it to be over already. I was hoping to finish this today because I need to finish it. I've been reading this book now for a week straight. And I don't know how people are reading this like in 2 days or 3 days, because I'm just like, but the story is so good. And I think that what makes it incredible with the chills and stuff is, first off, it's the story, the basis of the story, but also his writing. His writing is just incredible. But I'm struggling through it, and the only thing that's keeping me going through is that the creepy factor. And so on a better note, I have decided that my next book is gonna be The Prisoner of Azkaban, and I am so excited. I was ready for a Harry Potter book. I already picked out my bookmark. It's a Luna Lovegood bookmark. I am so ready for this. Today was the movie watch along, and I missed it. I missed it because my husband was out of town for the past couple of days, actually for the whole entire week, although I saw him midweek, but then he had to leave again. And we had a couple errands to run this morning, and it just so happened that we were at the grocery store right when the movie thing started. And by the time we got home, it was like half an hour into when everybody started watching. It was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 7 o'clock UK time, that I was like, forget it, I don't want to watch anymore. So I didn't get to watch it, but I'm ready for something Harry Potter, and I'm so excited to be picking this up. I am not starting just yet. I mean, I have my bookmark picked and everything, but I'm not starting off yet because I'm so afraid that if I start this, I won't finish this. And I want to finish this. Just wanted to update you guys. Hopefully tomorrow I can sit down and read And the Prisoner of Azkaban all dang day long, because I am ready for some Harry Potter. Oh my gosh. If there was an award for the best smelling book ever in the history, I think that all the Harry Potter books, these Scholastic editions, would win them. This is the best smelling book in the whole entire world. It's my favorite. It's like, oh. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so it is Sunday and I am making the most delicious lemon cake ever. Don't mind the mess in the bag. I'm a messy Bessie. I've already told you guys this, but I'm about to show you. I'm about to pull this out of the oven. And I am so excited for this lemon cake. I hate doing this because I always get my hair stuck. Okay. And don't mind my hair. I usually Sunday evenings like to put a mask in my hair. Does it always happen? No, I'm twisted. Does it always happen? No, but I try every Sunday to put an overnight mask in my hair, and then I'll wash it Monday morning. But so that's what's going on up here. So don't mind that it's not grease. I just actually washed my hair. But y'all don't care. So I have a little reading update for you. So let's go do that. A little reading update. I'm still reading Violet. It's like 7 o'clock in the afternoon, but I'm getting close to the end, you guys. Look, I have that much left. I have probably like about 50-60 pages left and I will be done. Guys, this book is so creepy. I wish that it wasn't as slow as it was. Like, that is just my only complaint. That keeps on being my only complaint. But I will tell you what, these past couple of chapters, they have picked up a bit. I'm almost finished with this. I'm gonna sit down right now. I have the house to myself. Well, minus my doggos. He's like, leave me alone, mom. So yeah, I have the house to myself. I'm gonna read this. I have that lemon cake cooling down, and I have some pork in the slow cooker that's about to be finished in like 45 minutes. We are making pulled pork sandwiches. I've been craving pulled pork sandwiches. I don't eat pork a lot. It's just not my favorite thing, but I was craving pulled pork sandwiches yesterday, and so we just bought some pork and I stuck it in the slow cooker today, so I'm excited for that. So yeah, I'm gonna continue reading this, and then I think that my next update will be, do you guys think I should take my nail polish off? This is like blasphemous. Maybe a year ago, you would have never seen my nails like this, but the issue is that I love just wearing my Kathleen, my KL polish, my Kathleen Lights polish. That polish will not chip for anything in the world. But lately I've been trying to use the 100 other nail polishes that I have, and this is why I don't put them on, because like by the second day, this is what I'm ending up with. And I hate that. Like, I hate chipped nails so bad. So I'm gonna take this off now, but this is why I always use the same nail polishes and why I've bought every color in her line, because she has the best polishes ever. This color I think is Orly, and it just, no, this is not Orly. This is Julie G's nail polish, and it just comes right off. Is it Julie G or is it Orly? One of those two. The bottom line is that it's not KL polish, and you can tell. But yeah, so that's it. I'm just gonna continue reading, take off my nail polish, and then I think I'll just update you guys and close out the vlog as usual tomorrow. Hey guys, here to close out the vlog for week 3. What I'm hoping is week 3, because I still have not checked what week we're on. But I'm thinking it's week 3. Let's close this out. Let's see what I read for the week, even though you already know, because you just watched this whole entire vlog. Hopefully you didn't like check out. But maybe you fast forwarded through the boringness that was the vlog. So to wrap it up, this week I finished The Drawing of the Three by Stephen King. I don't know why I gotta sound like this. This is the second book to the Dark Tower series. I started the Dark Tower months ago with the Gunslinger. Really didn't care that much for that book. The story was okay. But I guess I just hesitated this long to pick up the second book, although I heard that this, from this book on, the story gets better and better and better. And I can see that this is true. I ended up giving this 4 stars. I enjoyed it so much more than the Gunslinger. The characters, the depth of the characters, the insanity of the characters in this one is just incredible. Here we're following the Gunslinger. We're following Roland to reach the Dark Tower. He's trying to reach the towers. And in this one, we follow him as he's drawing 3 people to follow him or to come along on this journey with him. It's just a continuation of him trying to make it to the tower. I don't want to say too much. This is the 2nd book in a series. Although I will say that each story is a story within itself for a final story, but it's a story within itself. I don't know if that makes sense, if what I'm trying to say makes sense. But I love the character so much. When we got to Detta and Odetta, remember that I told you guys that I was super confused when we got to this, because this is basically the book is written in sections, and when we get to, and every time you go into a different section, it's almost like very confusing. And I was so confused when we got to this section and it was Detta and Odetta, but it's actually the part of the Lady of Shadows. We get introduced to Detta and Odetta. I love Detta and Odetta. Such complex characters. Will I say that I'm loving the series? No. I will not say that this is my favorite, but I think if this goes as I think it's gonna go, I think that the deeper I get, the more I'm gonna enjoy the story. So yeah, I think Detta and Odetta was my favorite character from here. Complex story, complex characters, and I enjoyed it so much more. So I'm excited to see where the 3rd book goes, which is, I think, The Wasteland. And I'm interested to see the final, if he ever makes it to the tower. I really want to see that. I never thought that I would be excited to pick up the next book, but I'm thankful that I am, because if not, how dreadful. But I was participating in a read-along for this, and I think the read-along is way over. I think that they finished like maybe last month or the month before that, and I'm just by the 2nd book, so that was a fail. And then the 2nd book that I read for the month was Violet. I don't know what to say about this book. Everybody has been loving it so much, and I feel like I read it wrong, but I didn't. I gave this 3 stars. I explained a lot through the vlog, so I'm gonna make this very short. It was just too long and too detailed for my liking. I love a slow burn horror novel. I do. They are my favorite, especially character-driven slow burn novels are amazing. But this was just a little too slow. It was like, I don't even know. But the story, the characters, I love the characters so much. If the pacing would have been a little bit faster for me, it would have been a perfect freaking book. So I gave it 3 stars. I am excited to keep on reading Kill Creek, also by the same author. His writing is just so good. If you, I mean, I would still recommend this book because a lot of people are loving it. I'm in the minority here with the 3-star review. There are a couple of 2-3-star reviews that complain about the same thing, but the majority of the people are giving this 5 stars. His writing is incredible. I still do recommend this book. I recommend it, and I just tell you to skim through those parts that are just extra detailed, extra descriptive. But yeah, guys, those are the 2 books that I read for the week, and we are going into week 4 of the readathon, and I'm so excited. Hopefully I get to finish my TBR. I don't know where I stand with my TBR. I don't know how many books I've read so far for this readathon, and I don't know how many books I have left. All I know is that I believe we have like about a week and a half or 2 weeks left of the readathon, because I think August had 5 weeks. The 5th week was like 3 days, if you really count it as 5 weeks. So let's see how far we make it if we finish this TBR. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next vlog, which I'm gonna start right now.